So tonight is the Q&A session. In the Pali Sutta, it's obvious that the later commentaries try to explain the Sutta, show change and views incorporated to what was the Buddha and how it influenced the canonicals, and later introduction of the Abhidhamma. When we go into sitting, with all the commentaries and Abhidhamma, we seems to already have a framework to what is a resultant to expect, like placing a cart before the horse, and it becomes a hindrance in a way. Okay. Is it right? Oh, the question is it right if one sees the Dhamma as a tool to empower beings to realize that freedom, all influence, has been body experience, and strive to cultivate without expectation? Yeah? Okay. Now you see the question here. Is it right if one sees the Dhamma as a tool to empower beings to realize that the freedom from all influences is within one's body's experience and strive towards cultivating the Noble Eightfold Path without expectation? Well, here this question, you have a different angle, because a different level for us to look into it. Okay? Now, can you practice the Dhamma without a goal? Can you practice a Dhamma without a goal? And I don't think you could do that. You need the goal, you need the right goal in order for you to touch the goal. In order for you to touch the goal. If the Noble Eightfold Path is being practiced, let's say, and you do not know what's the resultant, then there's no drive, there's no determination for you to go further. Yeah. You need that clear understanding. Okay? So the thing is that now you see, like within the Noble Eightfold Path, it's the whole practice itself. It's a whole practice of the Dhamma. It's the whole cultivation of the Dhamma. But the Buddha also showed us the third noble truth, that you strive, you put your mind into understanding of the dukkha and also abandoning the craving, and then at the end, the eradication of the craving itself, nibbana. The eradication of craving, eradication of that dukkha, full nibbana. So the Buddha has already put the cart there, put the horse in front there already to show you, whatever that you want is this one. The Buddha has already showed it to you. So in order for us to drive that part, that is clear, that is very clear. Now another level we look at into it is that there are also people like a lot of you, like you and me also. We read a lot. And we have all kinds of influence from the books and talks and from teachers and from whatnot now, what is and we have all kinds of influence. Sometimes it may be other yogis maybe influence us also, or other teachers may influence us while we are practicing or we are developing. Say for example, some people is that they meditate. After that, they note this rising, falling, or in breath, out breath. Then after that, they go and try to correlate their experience, what they do, and with the books, the knowledge in the books. Like the Mahasi Sayadaw's written the progress of insight, all the 6 insight knowledge is there, and then they watch something and then they want to see where exactly they are. They meditate a little bit, they see whether is it right, meditate a little bit, is it right? That type of yogis, that type of yogis, and I've seen many of them, not only just in Mahasi practice, but also in other tradition or other other monks or other ways of vipassana meditation or samatha meditation. I've seen that, and that is not right. Yeah. What is you see, reading itself, you read about all these things. It is perfectly okay. It's your craving and attachment to them that is not okay. Yeah. The craving for them, those are not okay. Even you over attach to the idea of nibbana also is not okay. But having the idea of nibbana is important, is that you must have. But over attachment is where you should not have. Now, say for example, the yogi is meditating right now, watch rising and falling and so on. And then after that, a little bit disappear. Hey, this is nibbana, bo. Already nibbana, already not. They calm down a little bit only, pleasant. Oh, nibbana. Is it nibbana or not? Is it nibbana or not? That means they are over attached to the whole idea of nibbana. So to the yogis, the books has already mentioned whatever insight there is. But then the yogi overly attached to all the knowledge, to all the theoretical knowledge. And then they want to have their experience and their theory to go side by side. And that is not the way. That is not the way. So while you are practicing, while you are meditating especially, you've got to put all your theoretical knowledge aside. Your job is just squarely pay attention to what is really going on at that present moment. If you go and bring in too much of your theoretical knowledge, then it can be a problem. Like you're going to stuck there. You get stuck there. But there are times you need to bring in a little bit just to help you to go through a certain problem, a certain hindrance, or to remind you what to do or what to practice, or it give you the inspiration. Sometimes you meditate, you feel a bit down, you remember certain sutta. Oh, that sutta give me so much inspiration. Then you got the energy again. Then when you start to practice, that sutta you have to put aside. You cannot keep holding on to that particular sutta, and then you are not going to be able to progress because you're going to get stuck there. So you got to put it aside, and then you're going to go into it. So therefore, the expectation does not come in in the time of your practicing. During the time of practicing, the expectation is put aside. It's only when you finish the meditation, let's say you go back again and then you go and read about the Dhamma books and so on, then it's perfectly all right. Then you listen about the talks, then it's perfectly all right. It's perfectly all right. And at least you know there is a goal for us to achieve, a goal for us to realize, the Nibbana for us to realize. So if you have those things, then you're clear. And also it's good that you have a very clear understanding about your goal. Because when you have that clear understanding of your goal, then you don't sidetrack You want, let's say last week I said you want to go from KL to Penang. Then if you think that Ipoh is beautiful, then if you have, without knowledge, you can get stuck there. And those Ipoh one, I'm not saying Ipoh is not beautiful, it's just a metaphor only. I like Ipoh, in fact. Anyway, the thing is that people get attached to a lot of things. They expect a lot, and then they don't realize that what is it and what is not. They simply grab, even before they reach the goal. So it is good that you have some degree of understanding, but don't attach to it. You see, especially people like, wait, I gotta share the screen again. Okay, where? All right. Now, you see, for those who love to think a lot, those who want to think a lot, especially those who are very speculative in their thinking, very chiong-hei one, the whole mind, very long-winded and very think a lot and then overstretching your idea and so on. That is, you have to be very careful because your attachment is somewhere inside there. And if you are not careful, if you don't put it aside, that attachment will be a biggest hindrance for your practice. And then they will come in later part as a restless mind. No? Because you keep on churning and thinking about the Dhamma. No? So as I said, in the practice, put everything aside. Put everything aside, just pay attention to what is really going on in front of you. Okay?